Take a good look. Both pages have a logo. Both have a username and password field. Both even have that little padlock icon in the browser bar. But one of them, the moment you type your password, sends your credentials directly to a cybercriminal on the other side of the world. Could you tell? Don't worry if you couldn't. Most people can't, and that's exactly what scammers are counting on. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you 3 specific things you can check in 5 seconds that will tell you almost instantly whether a login page is real or fake. Let's get into it. Phishing attacks, where scammers create fake login pages to steal your credentials, are responsible for the majority of data breaches globally, affecting individuals, businesses, and even governments. The good news? No matter how convincing they look, every fake login page has tells. You just need to know where to look. 3 things, 5 seconds. Let's go. The first thing, and arguably the most important, is the URL, specifically the domain name. Now, I know what you're thinking. I always check for the website name in the URL, and that's a great habit. But scammers have gotten very clever about this. Here's a URL that has fooled millions of people. google.com/login.net. At a glance, especially on a mobile screen, your brain reads google.com and moves on. It feels familiar. It feels safe. But here's the rule you need to burn into your memory. The real domain is always the word immediately before the first slash, or the end of the URL. Read the URL from right to left, starting before the first forward slash. In google.com/login.net, the actual domain is .net. Specifically, it's com.login.net. Google owns nothing here. This entire URL belongs to a scammer. Let me show you the difference. Accounts.google.com, google.com is the domain. Accounts is just a subdomain. This is real. Google.com/login.net, com.login.net is the domain. Google is just decorative text. This is a trap. Always read from the slash backwards. 5 seconds. That's all it takes to read a URL correctly, once you know the pattern. Let's talk about the padlock. For years, we were told, if there's a padlock, the site is safe. You've probably heard this. Maybe you still believe it. I need you to let that belief go, because it is dangerously incomplete. Here is what the padlock and the S in HTTPS actually means. It means the connection between your browser and that server is encrypted. That's it. It means no one can intercept the data as it travels. Which sounds great, until you realize if you're on a fake login page, you're sending your encrypted password directly to the hacker, securely, with a padlock. Scammers figured this out years ago. Getting an SSL certificate, the thing that activates HTTPS and the padlock, is free, automated, and takes about 3 minutes. Any fake site can have one. So what should you actually check? Use HTTPS as a baseline. If a site doesn't have it, leave immediately. But if it does have HTTPS, go back to rule 1, read the domain. Because the padlock only secures the connection. It says nothing about who is on the other end. Our third tell is the one most people overlook, and yet it's the one your instincts were already trying to flag. Visual inconsistencies. Even the most professional phishing page has visual flaws because scammers are working from screenshots and copied code, not from the original brand guidelines. Here's what to look for in those final few seconds. 1. The logo. Does it look slightly pixelated or blurry? Real companies use vector logos that are crisp at any resolution. A cloned page often uses a screenshot of the logo. 2. The fonts. Does the text look slightly off? Maybe the weight is wrong, the spacing feels tight, or the font doesn't quite match what you remember. Your brain notices font mismatches before your conscious mind does. Trust that feeling. 3. The colors. Is the blue slightly too dark? Is the button a slightly different shade than usual? Brand colors are precise. Scammers eyeballing a screenshot rarely get it perfectly right. 4. The layout. Are elements slightly misaligned? Is the spacing between the logo and the input fields unusual? Small layout inconsistencies are a common sign of a hastily cloned page. None of these things alone is definitive, but if you look at a login page and something feels slightly wrong, even if you can't articulate what, that instinct deserves 5 more seconds of your attention. Check the URL, check the domain, scan the visuals, then decide. If all 3 checks pass, you're likely on a legitimate page. If any one of them raises a flag, do not enter your credentials. Open a new browser tab, type the website address manually, and log in from there.
Phishing attacks work because they are designed to create urgency and bypass your critical thinking. An email that says, "Your account has been suspended, log in now," is engineered to make you click before you think. The 5-second check we've walked through today is your countermeasure. It takes almost no time, but it requires you to pause for just a moment before you act. That pause is where your security lives. If you found this useful, share it with someone who might need it. A colleague, a family member, anyone who logs into anything online. Because the best defense against phishing isn't technology, it's awareness. Thanks for watching. Stay secure.